Greetings to the Cardano Massive. My name is Jamian Jones, CEO and founder of a company called Yaad Limited. And today we're going to be going over the closeout report for the proposal associated with the animated short movie that we made for Cardano. All right, so what I'll do, I'll just toggle right over to the questions that Project Catalyst asked as part of the closeout report. And then we'll just go from there. All right, so which challenge did you enter and why? So we entered the open community section of Fund 12. And what we proposed was to create like an animated short movie, which is essentially like a parodied version of Cardano's roadmap to both entertain and educate. So the animated short, takes the perspective of Charles Hoskinson, a light-hearted version, of course, a light-hearted perspective of the events from Cardano's founding, right through to the age of Voltaire, and in some sense, Basho too, since we're still in the era of scaling. So that's effectively what we suggested. That's what we pitched. That's what was funded, and that's what we done. All right. So once your project went live, how did you progress? We progressed very well. There was a delay though. So for context, we had like a contractual arrangement with that happened in and about the same time that we got funded from Catalyst. We had like an MOU with a project in the ecosystem, a popular project in the ecosystem. And on our end, we're supposed to satisfy our obligations by making a 52 episode animated short series for Cardano. So we decided to meet our obligations. We put pause on the movie. We're almost done, but we realized that we're coming close on the deadline that we agreed on. So we switched focus for a little time and then came back to the movie, finished it, and released it. So all in all, we progressed well. There was a delay, but we wrote to Catalyst about it. All right, please include a demonstration of project outputs. So here we go. The fun part. All right, so we did like a 5-part animated short movie. So we broke it up into 5 chapters. Initially, it was supposed to be 16 minutes long. It ended up being about 24 minutes long. So we said, you know what, it's best to break it up and to break out the letters to Cardano as well. So like in short, there's about 9 things that I'm going to show you. Each chapter of the animated short movie, as well as, let's say, the letters associated with each movie. The idea being for the letters, sometimes, and we'll touch on this a little later, sometimes we don't realize that the impact that Cardano already has on the community. Sometimes we view the technology as very aspirational. So everybody's kind of heads down, kind of building towards the future. But already there are reasons for people to be excited about what we've built. So we made a parody that captured that, but did the job of also being serious as well by writing these letters. So we just showed you chapter 1. This is the first letter that we wrote directly to Charles Hoskinson. This was chapter 2. This was another letter. This was chapter 3. This was another letter. This was chapter 4. Oops. That was another letter. And then that was the final chapter. All right, so to toggle back over here. Not what next for the solution you have developed. So, I mean, in short, we're going to build out like a platform to kind of like auction snippets of the show to kind of like sustain the project. But the next major thing is the 52 episode animated short series that we plan to release over the course of the next year, starting in first week of March. And finally, in your own words, talk a little about why this project matters. So, and I touched on it a little earlier, but sometimes when we're building in like nascent technologies, we're thinking very, future oriented. Sometimes we don't stop and kind of smell the roses. If you really want like a core understanding of the impact, you can maybe toggle here and read the script, or you can just read the letter that we wrote to Cardano, and you'll get like the reason behind why this was so special. But thank you for the opportunity for having us make it. We appreciate it. Thank you.